How annoying two-player mode would be to like actually go through this game. Seems pretty pretty intense compared to like Galaxy, where you just kind of fucking don't do much.
What is Sunshine? Two-player, one person's Flood.
Just cut the cord on the fucking bullshit.
Kill a man.
Kill a man. How Mario like bounces the ball back up even when he's like sleeping there. When something gets in your eye, and you need to be paying attention for a long period of time. Really, Mario? You dropped the ball, man. He's just like, I'm just fucking sitting there, dude.
Life's a beach.
God, it has to be like right on his ass, dude. I should just move Mario out of here. He's more in the way. Oh, really, dude? Oh, fuck with the fucking... Ugh, this just takes too long, man. Oh. Oh great, I think I'm whack, like something in my ear. The technology. She just had two people. It'd be super easy.
I'm coming over.
Come on over. I need help.
Agents, go!
Agents.
You bring me into my life. That's the saddest shit.
What's the name of the Agents show? With the, oh, it's totally Spies. Dude, this sucks, dude. Maybe I'm missing the correct shoes.
I don't know, you could just do it the normal way if that's easier.
I don't know. Maybe there is a little cheesy action somewhere. Oh, maybe this. He's like trying to attack the fucker, dude. God, I hate that Mario has to be like standing here.
Standing here.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming and you let it happen anyway.
I did, man. What was I gonna do? In before? Like over 100 times you're bound to make like a one mistake. You just have to wait for the time where you just get lucky.
Just to get good, bro.
Did she'll EBA more go out? EBA.
That's what I was referencing.
Oh, okay.
Chill EBA more. Okay, look, EBA is fine and all, but it doesn't have that many songs, and they're not really that good songs. There's a few that are okay. It's not that long. At that point, you might as well play like Wendon. Which I have not played, by the way.
Mario just mumbling over there. Horse fresh.
The ending is hype as fuck. The ending is hype as fuck. But who wants to listen to fucking Material Girl? Jumpin' Jack Flash is totally fine.
My God, Mario, you actually did something. Oh, Lord.
Of course I'm right.
Oh, man.
I have a good memory for video games that I've played, and their pros and cons.
It's not your memory. It's
September is
opinions.
good. September is good. Or having Earth, Wind, and Fire in there is very good. And Canned Heat is okay. But there's what, like fucking less than 15 songs, I think?
This
Oh, you
is
fail.
Very boring. Yeah. I'm trying to read the chat too occasionally.
It's a mistake.
It's hard not to, man. I'm so fucking boring. I need like easily distracted.
Do this part off stream if you crash and burn internet wise.
Yeah.
Just do other stuff.
I must win, my son.
Oh, you must win later.
Just come and fucking make the drive, man. We'll just go up and do it easy. Oh god, this is fucking game of the year. I hate it. I'd rather have like 50 and they just make it fucking insanely hard than like 100. That's like the speed. That keeps the speed from 50 to 100 like the whole time. I stop even like focusing after like 50. I'm just like, ah. It's my mind, dude.
And I feel pretty numb at this point too, because I've been farming these coins for a while.
Yeah. Too soon, man. My Linkin Park. Ça pourrait. Yeah, I won't be able to look at the chat, boys. Sorry. It's ratcheting it up. Fuck you, dude.
I can't stop it.
I can't stop it. Hit the brakes.
There is no time travel. Cookers watch till the wrong time and Uni runs into the facility. You're saying that Uni runs back and forth? Like constantly?
Alright. I don't think this is the cheese people are talking about. This requires me to still fucking do the same shit.
Just try normally then.
Maybe I can figure out the right cheese. I'll try to figure it out, maybe.
Don't happen at the exact same time. Certainly a theory.
On game 30?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna do it the other way. This cheese would work if I had two people. How did that fuck with my fucking head? Are you kidding me, dude? I'm plugged for everything. Oh, there's no audio. Because my camera fell. Fucking amazing. Wait. Hello?
Hello.
Fucking. Ugh, I can barely tap my headset cord. Like, unplugs. My mic fell over.
Yo, there's fireworks outside. But why? I guess for daylight saving. Who the fuck?
Who the fuck celebrates daylight saving? I don't need two players. One player is enough. Great. I don't even think the desktop on.
Here I go.
There he goes. Ugh. Oops. That's so fucking boring. Let me read these theories.
We need more theories.
Girls watch those wrong child you in the facility. More theories. Did you catch the guy sitting in the wheelchair off screen fast? You caught that one yet?
Don't fucking spoil it!
Shit. Sorry, I spoiled it. He'll never guess the mind hack part though. I mean, shit. Ugh.
I see. So this is my reward for getting 999.
There was a reward.
Yeah, it's a word for it.
Like a piece of shit, like in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Hey man, Danganronpa fans still deserve scoring, and so do Zero Escape fans, if they include ZTV. Alright, I got 999 moons, so I'm done with the game.
Damn. Good work, son. I'm proud of you.
If you want to go for 999, probably don't, but do go for all the ones you can't get that are not, like, farming for coins.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Ugh, I'm trying to do fun shit, but like, not bad. CTD is just like, you can't even defend it, man. Unless you just not play the other ones. Why 100, man? At least the jump rope was like quick 100 comparatively. What now, Bitter? What now that you're done? Fuck. This is so fucking boring. Oh. Don't even keep your eyes focused on it. This is the same old shit, just non-stop, man. This big ass screen too. Jesus. Like when I play like Guitar Hero, you're just like, I just don't give a fuck, man. Your eyes just kind of like, it all starts to just kind of fucking roll. With the fucking repetition of it all. Easier on the eyes to look at the fucking shadow instead of the ball. Ten fucking hours later. We done New Donk yet? Yep. That was a world or two ago. I feel like I should not even worry about trying to use Mario after a while. It was good, man. I enjoyed it, dog. I enjoyed every level, though. This one's good other than this thing. Alright, went past it. Ooh. You should just have it bounce until it gets out of the fucking playing field, man. And then you have a chance to get it. It's so fucking boring, man. Takes one miss, man. Oh, this will be hard to judge the right like heights and shit. You don't know when it's gonna fall that way. Mario turned on a dime and didn't have like a startup to his run. Like, why does he have a startup at all? Maybe that takes him like a half a second to get running. Wouldn't be too bad otherwise. They rely on the hat too much, because unless I'm always running, I can't rely on him. If I'm always running, I fucking... It's weird to throw the hat. I'm fucking... always moving the stick, and I have to like switch to aiming real quick. Whew. That's really Lottery. Ugh. So much too. I've been out fucking around all day. I'm a little baby. One of those things, if I took like a 2-minute break, I'd be like, I'd walk out, I'd be doing way better. Fuck you, dude. Like I was trying to be quiet to help me focus any fucking turtles in the biddy, man. But he's a good dude, man.
I was busy.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
Festo. Pretty much, if anyone likes ZTD, they're wrong. If anyone likes DRV3's ending, they're wrong. If anyone likes Remember 11, they're enlightened. Oh, he missed.
He missed.
Boy, he did it.
Too early. Oh boy. So fun, dude. You can't like fucking focus on the screen. We'll come back in a minute. You ever have that where you just look at the same thing for so fucking long you can hardly even focus on it anymore? I think it's just the size of the TV, probably. Just do some shit. He said it. He said it.
How about the RV3?
Time to support DRV3. The argument of the ages. I don't know if there's any other fucking shit here than this one. Probably not. I think I might have a couple coins to get though. Tree. Nothing wrong with me. Oh. I'll just pay the man. And before it's the 100. Oh no, something else. Is it a joke or is it serious? Fast. No judgment either way, man. Sadaya.
I mean, I see people defending it like, oh, well, you just don't get it, or it was intentionally bad. They made it bad on purpose. Like,
But that's such a horrible fucking.
it's the same justification that devs used for Final Fantasy 15.
That only works in like shit like Tarantino movies where it's like intentionally like kind of cheesy, but like it's still like pretty damn
If
entertaining.
it's meant to be cheesy and go with that feel, it's fine. I get it.
But the whole game did not have that feel, just to have it flow in at the end. That's what their argument
V3's
is.
ending it's the same as ZTD's ending. It just kind of like does not take itself seriously with the rest of the series or itself or anything. That's a dumb defense. That's a Danganronpa defense. Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. Oh, be honest, why? I don't know why lately I've been having like weird sleep things going on. I wake up like 3 or 4 times throughout the night. So they're like 5 minutes. Usually never have those issues. It's not good. Maybe it's the late night Geo. I don't think so. I've always done late night Geo. What the hell's going on up here? Dude, it's the best kind of squid, man. Oh, I got a mustache too.
It does take itself seriously. Fasto. Fasto. My man.
That argument, impeccable. Can't be touched. I called you his man. I go get
There's
a...
way more. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna go get a drink and shit. Help yourself.
There is way more to something taking itself seriously than if it breaks the fourth wall. It didn't directly break the fourth wall, but it definitely went in a direction that was bad and unneeded and had really no business being there except to be there. That's my problem with it. Because Kodaka always had this issue where his endings were really shitty and open-ended. And it's fine to have an open ending, I'm not like getting mad about that. His endings were just always like kind of, well, that's it, that's the end, anything could happen, and then he just kind of like deals with it in the next installment. But this time he tried to just like end it, and he's not going to deal with it in the next installment. And the reason it's bad, the reason V3's ending is bad, is because there is not an answer. There is not a single answer you can come up with that justifies everything, that makes any sense at all. Like, look at the prologue, look what happens there. It doesn't make any fucking sense. There's lies everywhere, you have no idea what's true or not, and there's not a single thing you can come up with, that anyone can come up with, that makes any fucking sense consistently. And that's a problem, because there needs to be at least some kind of planning and some kind of answer to it. Like, I know what he was going for, I get it, I understand it, but he did not try to rationalize any of it or do anything beyond just say, well, Lucidayo, and then just fucking end it. It's extremely low effort, it's extremely insulting, and I am mad about it. It should not have been a thing. Like, I get that he wanted to break away from the mold and that's totally fine, but he did it by just not giving a fuck. And that's a problem.
What I miss?
An argument that I presented.
What? I think the concept of DRV3's ending is fine. I think the execution and the conflicting tone is what I hated.
Like I said just a minute ago, my problem is that there is not an answer. It needs to have. He made it that way because he's a fucking cop-out writer. Like, all he's ever done is write stuff for shock value in Danganronpa. That's it. And that was his biggest problem, was he just wrote it for shock value without having any greater purpose to it. Like, the overarching plot in Danganronpa was always stupid as fuck. And that was fine, because at least he was, like, applying himself. But in V3, you see him, like, actually realizing that he's, like, making a stupid as fuck plot, and then he just goes, oh, well, fuck it, and goes all the way with it. And it's like, you gotta stop, dude. Like, you've gotta actually try to make something cohesive for once, instead of something that's just shock value, because that is not enough. That is absolutely not enough to carry a story. And it stops being a story at that point, it just becomes like a spectacle. And that was always the problem, and that's what he was trying to, like, point out at the end, was that it was just a spectacle. And I'm like, that's not good enough. You can't just do that. You need to actually have some substance here. You can't just say, oh, well, it's all just a spectacle, fuck it, and just end it. You can't do that and expect anyone to like it. It's bullshit.
You can spoil whatever the fuck you want. Anyways, on fucking YouTube, we're sitting here, man. Gonna spoil Danganronpa V3, so you can leave right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I feel like this conversation kind of built to this point, and anyone who didn't want to know it, well, I'm not being, like, super blatant about anything, I think, but anyone who didn't want, like, concepts spoiled for them.
I mean, the general rule of thumb here is, like, if I played it, I'm usually fine with it. I should probably do more spoiler warning because of YouTube and shit, but I
like to avoid not, like, discussing things unless they're directly related to the thing being played.
I don't mind it.
Mask. Nobody gives a fuck about Majora's Mask plot, so it doesn't matter. It's not gonna
if it's something that's like spoil heavy that actually matters, like we can leeway into it, and then if it's like that big a deal, I could just say something. But
anyway,
yeah, people can leave.
Point is, V3's ending is very bad. It is sloppy. It is a cop out. It is way too long.
It's pretty drawn out.
It is insulting. I hit a point where I lost the trial and had to go back to the start of it, and I just stopped playing because I did not care. I did not finish it. But Godot, how could you possibly have an argument if you didn't finish it? I have seen the rest multiple times. And it's not like I didn't get what was going on when I dropped it either. I knew what was going on.
Stretch. What the fuck?
Many people legit didn't understand it, dude. At first I didn't understand it. At first I thought it was going somewhere different, but then I did understand it, and I still thought it was really, really bad.
What is the understanding to be had? I mean, I just got bored.
The way people would misunderstand it is they would think that it was actually going meta, as opposed to just like still being in universe. Because it is still all in universe. It wasn't going meta.
Oh yeah.
That's the misunderstanding.
How does that defend talking in circles for like an hour?
It doesn't. He wasn't defending the dragging out.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait. It is,
Wait, he is... Fasto, are you defending the dragging out?
What's the defense? I was like, man, it gets just drags out pretty fucking hard. I was like, I don't know what I was talking about. Like, they talk in circles like you just don't get it or something until they really hammer it in. I'm like, dude, I got it a long time ago, man. Where is the Roomba guy? I gotta go talk to him.
Because if you want to say that it's okay for it to be dragged out because people didn't understand it, then I would argue that Kodaka needs to write better. Or not have like a fan base full of retards, but that's not really his fault.
I didn't get the fact that it wasn't meta.
That's not a defense. It doesn't matter if it's half as long. The problem with it is that it fucking repeats itself ad nauseum. It's
Why don't
terrible.
they just show like 20 dudes outside of the fucking game and just introduce them as like characters and just have them talk for a bit so that you don't think there's like a fourth wall break? It like actually shows that it's like in universe.
Why
characters.
didn't he just write it better so that there wasn't any confusion about that
Like
fact?
they show the little kid, but like I don't think that's enough to really like show that it's not meta breaking. They should have just done more than like the little kid shit once they revealed it.
I mean, I got it. It was super evident to me. But if people are not getting it, then that's either on the people or it's on Kodaka needing to write it better. Straight up, it was very evident if you paid attention. And we were Fasto.
I just don't think it was enough. Makoto was like 2 seconds. Like he could have just been like an image of like the fourth wall kind of shit. They should have shown like more and have them actually do shit. They just had them talk and then they showed like almost RL fucking pics of people, and I feel like that's what kind of like leads people astray.
Yeah, that was their major problem, was they showed actual images of people.
There's a couple things that were just misleading. And instead of fixing that shit, it was like, let's just make it super long. I think it wasn't that it was super long for me, it's that I didn't care for the way the tone was going, like the way the story was going, so I just kind of like didn't really give a fuck. Like, if I was really into the ending, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's keep going, baby. Please don't bully. Oh, you're alright, dude. I didn't know, I don't know how bad the delay is. Try refreshing. Maybe you've been here so long that the frame drops are adding up with all your delay. For me, I felt like there just could have been a way smarter ending. Like, I think there's always so much expectations with those games because all the like really tense build up and foreshadowing and shit.
I mean, I guess fuck me for expecting the guy to get better at writing and like creating good mysteries. The more he wrote, he just went with the fucking easiest bullshit he could pull out of his ass. Once again, I guess I should have just expected that. Looks like I am the idiot here.
I thought the other ones were acceptable. Like, I feel like he builds up so well that it's really hard to like meet like the payoff. But I feel like they were like fine, you know, like Junko, I was like, that was a pretty good twist, like she's fucking actually alive, and you never really find out what happens to the outside world. I feel like leaving it ambiguous was better than actually like
In
telling
one,
you
it was
straight up.
fine. In two, it was okay.
It's a little more boring because it's like they actually have to tie back into the world, and it's not really that unexpected that it's fake. Because right at the beginning they have the glitch in the Matrix, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
thought it
what?
was like fine. Where 3 felt like it was just, I don't know, like he was just really trying to like one up himself, and it didn't really. I thought he could have done something smarter.
Like, instead of applying himself to try and make a mystery that would satisfy people, he just went, no, you'll never be satisfied. Fuck you, I'm not even gonna try anymore. And it sucks. It's bad. Like,
I'm
don't,
in the
I
middle
don't have,
ground, but
I don't have a problem with meta. I don't have a problem with the concept of an ending like that. I have a problem with him throwing away everything he had done and just saying, well, this is it now. You don't know what happened. You don't know what's true or not. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. I don't have to make up any kind of rationale or reasonable explanation for anything because fuck you. That's the ending.
I think the only thing that did save it was that it does leave it ambiguous, but I feel like that's also like you could just write that in like 2 seconds just to like kind of leave it as a cop
It
out.
does not have an answer at all. You cannot come up with one. People cannot come up with one.
That's why I like the idea of not having an answer like in the first game. Like you don't have an answer, but they're not like leading you along with a bunch of shit. You just don't ever get to see outside. Like okay, like that sucks.
The problem
but,
with
like,
V3 is that it tries to drop hints about shit from the beginning, and then it goes, well, actually.
I think a fun mystery is something like you can like kind of figure out. Like that was so fucking out there, and like the hints were like, there's no way you're just gonna like call that unless you're just fucking going like.
I called it because
mode.
I was really afraid it was gonna happen, and then it happened.
1 and 2. I mean, the endings are always bad. I feel like it's almost like because the build-up's so good for me that the endings are just really hard to actually pull off.
Like V3 proper, the cases are fine. They're typical Danganronpa. It's fine. There's nothing to really get too upset about with them, except them being like super easy. But whatever, it's not a big deal.
I think the like meta of it too is pretty cool.
The overarching plot is what he needed to improve on over time, and he fucking didn't. He just shit the bed again.
I feel like all the overarching plot's always like really good until like the end. It's always like it's like a Junji Ito thing. You just can't fucking fully get an awesome ending.
There is no overarching plot in Danganronpa until the end, and then it's always stupid.
Yeah.
In DR1, it was okay because it was like not trying to do anything with it yet, but then they tried to like deal with it after the fact, and it became bad.
That's when I say overarching plot. I mean like the sense of mystery and the foreshadowing is always pretty good. Like it really, you're always guessing. Like you can in like most games, like you can just call it like instantly. Like you're always guessing in those, and I feel like it's not because you're just always blind. Like he does leave you a lot, you just can't figure it out. But then I don't know. It always turns into like shonen spirit shit by the end, so it's kind of like all right.
Yeah, there's a problem with all the endings being shit, right? So V3's ending is shit, and it's a special kind of shit because it's like knowingly shit instead of just being incidentally shit. Like he did it intentionally this time.
Yeah, I feel like the best part fast was that you don't know what's going on outside. I feel like if they actually showed you, I don't think you would have been able to pull off something that was actually like worth the shit. The fact that it was actually just kind of like exactly what she said was kind of lame. I much preferred it ambiguous, like, and then just have the twist be within the case, you know. Like, oh, she's alive and she's the mastermind. Who really cares what's going on outside? We don't really need to show you. It's not that big a deal. Maybe that's just like too traditional. Me wanting like the mystery to be like within itself pretty well, instead of
That's
like
the thing, though.
world spanning.
In 1 and 2, he was at least trying to build the world with it. In 3, he throws away the world and goes, that world doesn't matter anymore. Just forget that, okay? Just forget it. We have this new world now. And boom. That's it. It's there. He didn't try to build anything at all. He just tore down what was previously there and just kind of like threw a couple blocks on the ground. Didn't even make like a tower out of the blocks.
Did the exact same thing in 1 and 2 intentionally too. Same thing. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by the same thing.
Like, if you're trying to argue that all of the Danganronpa endings are equally bad, you're wrong. V3's is way worse because of the context of it. Like 1 and 2, they were stupid, but they were like still trying to be enjoyably stupid, and he was at least like making things relatively consistent within the world. But V3's ending is terrible because he knowingly did not improve. He knowingly kept the same thing going and didn't even like try anymore. He just went and fucked it.
Yeah, you should have put a dude in a wheelchair in it. That would have been good.
Like honestly, that would have been a better ending because
I would have preferred like the Ace kind of ending on like, just like time travel bullshit at that point, man.
like
I don't like 999's ending terribly much either. But
the thing with ZTD is like its ending is fucking shit and the twist is shit. But
because it destroys this series and has so many other problems.
ZTD still took itself seriously. It threw away everything from VLR and is guilty of that much, and it's shit. Don't get me wrong, ZTD is shit. But it still was like attempting to be part of the series and trying to matter. In V3 is just like, well, nothing matters. You're just a fucking consumer. This is just a spectacle. And that's it. That's the end. And then he goes even further. Like, the epilogue is actually even worse in V3 because he throws away any kind of point he's trying to make and just goes with the same old, the future's unknown bullshit. For no reason. Except to appeal to the very demographic he was just, like, trying to re-educate, if you want to call it that. And it's... I really don't know how else to phrase this, man. It's bad.
That's right to improve though.
Look, from the very beginning, I wasn't trying to make this about DR1 and DR2. I was trying to make it about DRV3 and that being shit. Like, if you want to keep making it about DR1 and 2, we can do that. But I was just trying to point out that DRV3's ending is shit. No, it's not about DR1 and DR2's endings, which is what you keep bringing up, is their endings and like the quality